So, you know, I represent affiliates all day, every day. Grand Hustle, Embassy Entertainment. You know what I mean? From Philly to the A-Town, man. You know what I do. DJ Drama, Just Beats DVD, man. Pay the fuck attention. My era was like the SNS, Ron G, Clue, Doo-Wop era. Like 95, Doo-Wop made 95 Live. SNS was making his old school tapes, you know, and I kind of patterned just, you know, I was doing what they was doing. Basically, I was a young boy, so I just started, you know, patterning them, making my tapes. I made a tape called Illadel, dropped that and whatever. And, you know, I used to study all types of DJs, you know, from the parties to the mixtapes to the battle DJs, and I fucked with everything. But it was always just something about the mixtape DJs that was like, you know, it was just something about the mixtape and what it meant as far as being a DJ that always enticed me more than anything else. Real started in 2000, basically just an idea I came up with one day. It wasn't even nothing real serious. I just needed a new tape title for a mixtape. You know what I mean? I've been doing my mixtape since '95, like I said. So even when I was down in the A, when I was in school and everything, I was putting my mixtapes out and hustling on myself on campus, and you know, just doing whatever needed to be done to get them out. And Gangsta Grill, you know, I had done South tapes before and everything, but I had needed a new name for my new South tape. Gangsta Grills came out. Me and my man Sense, we put it together, put it out. You know, I kept on, and you know what I'm saying, I was, you know, putting them out every couple months. And I figured I was like, I need a host. You know what I mean? I gotta get somebody to get on here and co-sign pop shit real quick. So I asked a couple people. My homie Lil Jon came through for me. You know, hence that's how the, you know, he's where Gangsta Grills came from as far as the voice of it. What I did with the mixtape game was, you know, I made it where I kind of made the radio come to me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I was hot in the streets doing my thing. I was more hot in the streets with the mixtapes than the diggers on the radio. And that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Before I got on the radio. So, you know, me, Sense, and Cannon, you know, Sense was already in it hot, 107.9 in the A. We got in a position. You know, once we got in a position, we got the Gangsta Grill radio show. And with the Gangsta Grill radio show, we was in a position to not just be playing top 40 or be playing what's on the playlist, you know. I was Gangsta Grill radio, so they knew that my brand was that powerful that I could bring it to the radio. And I don't know Tip for about 7 years now. When he first got signed to Arista, him and my man Jason Jeter, his manager, you know, we all met up. And it started from a simple freestyle, and, you know, in my little shack of a house back then that he came through and rapped on a Mel Jay-Z for the Fam beat. And, you know, we just built a relationship from there. They was doing their thing, doing their shows, you know, Killing Macon and Valdosta and Augusta and, you know what I mean, things of that situation. I was doing my mixtapes, hustling them, you know, doing whatever I had to do to get them on. And, you know, we was both coming up together. And we did a Gangsta Grills together, a full tape. Full special edition Gangsta Grills. That was a full tape. We did that together. And when we did that together, like, I peeped game and I realized we was on to something. So, you know, I told Tip, like, you know what I mean, if we do what we do, we're going to start a revolution. And, you know, I knew we'd be where we are today. I knew what he had planned. I knew what I had planned. And, you know, look at us now, you know what I'm saying? My worst moment, that's another thing. I don't really have no worst moment. The easiest thing to think people will want me to say is when, you know, the feds came and raided me. But, you know, I can't even call that my worst moment. That was another climactic point in my career. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they put me in the books faster than I was already going. You know what I'm saying? I was already trying to make my way into the history books. And they said, come on, buddy, we're going to bring you in these books faster. You know what I mean? So even that, like, you know, as bad of a day as it was, and as fucked up as a day as I look at it, I call it the day the game changed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the mixtape game ain't been the same since, but, you know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. So, you know, that put me in a different point in my career and what I represent. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be one thing if I stood here right now like a nut, and I said fuck the mixtape game, where I even was like, nah, I don't make mixtapes. I still make mixtapes, man. I still make mixtapes, man. I can't take that from us, man. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, man, listen, Thanksgiving, man, I wanna make sure everybody eats. This game is too important. And you know why I do this? Because I even felt an obligation, because that shit happened on my back. You know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? DJ Drama, Mr. Thanksgiving, Just Beats DVD, man. Y'all gotta pay attention. Understand what this shit is about, you know what I'm saying? When you get here, utilize that shit. Really, at the end of the day, it's music, it's money, it's family, it's success, and it's power. Holla at me.